Hello everyone, and now welcome to a matchup between Ena versus LongWalk. LongWalk spawning as the blue Night Elf player over here on the bottom left-hand side of the map. Meanwhile, Ena has spawned as the pretty in pink orc over here on the top right. Unfortunately, no blizzard observer here, so I do have to use the replay vision of Ena, turn off Fog of War, and perhaps introduce myself to a 10-year, 15-year bug where buildings stay on the minimap even though they are destroyed or have moved. Not quite sure why that is the case, but, well, that is happening, and Jay has says that he is now aware of it since I brought it to his attention. I don't know how long it's going to be before it is fixed. I actually asked for replay vision, like just introduce an observer. So you don't, if it's like a Blade Master versus Blade Master Orc mirror match, impossible to keep track of any of those Blade Masters there. Now, what are we going to be doing in this 1v1 matchup? It looks like it is going to be a Farseer, no barracks as of yet. We'll see how fast that tech to tier 2 actually is. We should be looking at a Voodoo Lounge and a barracks right behind it once these three peons are all, well, done. A fast tech to tier 2, perhaps trying to go for raiders, and then having pressure and opening up with pressure from that Farseer with those Spirit Wolves. LongWalk is going to be attempting a pretty standard opening. Thank you, Cherry Killer, for the follow. A standard opening, Keeper of the Grove with Entangle, most likely, and archers here. This 544 creep camp is rather difficult to clear up and will need Wisp to back it up right there. Curb Kid, now thank you for the follow as well. All right, those units, well, a lot of repairing happening underway, just a little bit of extra gold, but the damage and being able to get your Keeper of the Grove to level 2 is incredibly important in this matchup. Potion of Greater Mana now dropped, and, well, perhaps Ena knew a little bit of LongWalk strategy. Going for grunts against an early Keeper of the Grove is actually rather scary, since the Keeper of the Grove doesn't take much experience to get to level 2, and if we saw a lot of entangles, well, in entangles with the Keeper of the Grove, especially one that has a Potion of Greater Mana, it generally turns into an absolute bloodbath for the orc. Units are going to be rushing away. Are we going to be looking at a large number of grunts, or with Warmill, are we going to be looking at berserkers and headhunters? That may be the strategy shift overall in general, a good way to counter that Keeper of the Grove's entangle ability until you get shamans of your own for Purge. Purge to stop the force of natures and to dispel the Keeper of the Grove's entangle from your own units. As the units are backing up, it doesn't look like Ena is actually altogether that successful at delaying his opponent. Farseer just going to come back around, still wander around here. Keeper of the Grove is still down to the south, and at this point, I guess if he's happy that this one Farseer is delaying this 9 supply army, that could be enough. Let's take a look. Oh, there goes another archer. New Spirit Wolves being summoned. Ancient of War damage being done here. It does going to force a repair as well, as the archers are trying to go after those units. All right, we're going to see another death right there, and, well, Ena is actually giving a little bit of experience to LongWalk at this point, but at the same time, LongWalk is getting denied creeping and the gold from creeping, so any sort of his tech will be delayed quite a bit as well. All right, quickly taken, nope, not taken out, re-summoned back up once more. Tier 2 now done, Tauren Chieftain already out, and we are going into, well, a larger number of headhunters. We're currently at 30 over 30 supply, but we are supply blocked. Unable to train up any additional units right now, as there is not enough orc burrows. All right, a big surprise here, and the fact that no additional orc burrows are being added, this may actually come back to haunt to haunt Ena at this point, as Ena should be looking to, well, should be looking to do exactly that. Trying to build extra orc burrows and be able to train up additional units. You don't want to be sitting at 30 over 30 supply, and that took quite a bit of time. I think he was just spent too much time focusing on his harassment. All right. At level 1, the Farseer with no experience on the board. Keeper of the Grove sitting at level 2. There is no more mana left on the Farseer, and at that point, LongWalk knew, you know what, harassment is no longer inbound. With that said, Keeper of the Grove trying to clear out some of the remaining creep camps as well. The Force of Nature wandering all the way back around, only to get shot and taken down again. Keeper of the Grove will not get to level 3 off of this creep camp, as the Tauren Chieftain does some creeping off to the north. Farseer shows up to the party. Let's take a look. Claws of attack +6. Farseer can deal quite a bit of damage given the right amount of items, and well, purposely destroying that barricade right there. Not 100% sure of what it actually does. But well, it's apparently important to Ena. Going straight for that forest or that ice troll priest, making sure that no additional healing is being done. LongWalk instead goes after the alchemist. And alchemist and Keeper of the Grove healing spray strategy with acid bomb. All right. I like this 1-2 combination. We've seen how effective healing spray can be. Acid bomb also removing much of the armor, allowing damage from those archers to really rack up quickly. Meanwhile, back down, Tauren Chieftain is sitting at level 2. Farseer still sitting at level 1 as it looks to finish up this 5-4-4 creep camp and get to level 2. All right, Tauren Chieftain, Talisman of Evasion. Headhunters are out onto the field. I don't see the upgrade as of yet. Shaman are getting trained up as well. We are now, well, we should be looking at Lightning Shield and or Purge as possible abilities, as well as the units are now making their rounds out once more. Keeper of the Grove, Ring of Regeneration plus a Ring of Protection. Where are all of these units going to go? Shaman could try to lay down a Purge, but the Keeper of the Grove backs off in time. Both players using this opportunity to try and clear creep camps and make sure not to get creep jacked. And keeping track of your opponent, having good map awareness, incredibly important at this stage, as the Tauren Chieftain is going to be just a little bit shy of level 3. Level 2 Stomp, significantly more powerful, especially when coupled with a Scroll of Speed and a Lightning Shield. All of a sudden, that damage from that Lightning Shield can tear through that back line of archers. All right, let's take a look at this. Healing Ward is placed down. Spirit Wolf going to go ahead and quickly take care of that. Meanwhile, Vampiric Aura and Slow Poison being cast by the Null Assassin and the Null Wardens. Tauren Chieftain saying, do you want to play a game of chicken with me? I will stand right here. There's a Shaman right next to me. I have a Scroll of Speed and I'm ready to use it and grab a Lightning Shield too. Units making their way down to the south. LongWalk already has an expansion set up. It's been up for about 40 seconds now. And this expansion, is it going to be well protected? What's going on? Scroll of Speed coming back the other way. Purge onto the Keeper of the Grove. Keeper of the Grove trying to head back away. Are we going to get a stomp? No, waiting for the stomp right there. There it is. Tauren Chieftain puts his foot down, stunning 4 units. And the Keeper, one of them being the Keeper of the Grove. Lightning Shield making its way over. Still no Abolish Magic from the Dryad. Abolish Poison, Acid Bomb eating through much of that damage there, as we are now looking at more and more damage still getting added in. Are we going to perhaps look at a Tauren Chieftain Stomp? There's an Entangle causing him to be stuck right here, as the Acid Bomb on that Headhunter trying to head back once more. Replenishment Potion once again. There is another Stomp, but a little bit delayed. Keeper of the Grove could get taken down to 31, 15 hit points. And there he goes. Keeper of the Grove falls. Or I believe he fell. Yes, he did fall. Meanwhile, we're now going to put pressure on the expansion. LongWalk in trouble, losing his Keeper of the Grove, one of the generals of his army, and now may also lose this expansion. Headhunters 1-0 upgrade, not yet upgraded to the Berserkers either. And what is LongWalk's real options? Transitioning now into Mountain Giants, very strong units against those Headhunters, but they do take quite a bit of time to heal back up. All right, Tauren Chieftain, are we going to even see a detonation? No detonation from LongWalk at all, and we see a good amount of experience being given to that Orc army. Down to the south here, well, Ena taking a play from the books, establishing up watchtowers first, making it much more difficult for Night Elf players to try and stop that expansion. And even if you do stop it, you're really only getting rid of a watchtower or two. Mountain Giants, however, are going to quickly fall there, or teleport away there, as one watchtower could actually get taken down by this archer. Tauren Chieftain shows up to the party, says, "Archer, I'm just going to go ahead and finish you off," but Archer gives a dying gift of experience all the way across the map. Berserkers now upgraded, 24 to 32 damage, 1-0 upgrades. Watchtower nearly ready to go, and this is now a dangerous spot for LongWalk. LongWalk with no expansion cannot sit back. He's going to be forced to get an engagement off, especially if the reinforced defense expansion here gets up and running. Farseer heads back home. Tier 3, one of the biggest advantages for Orc is the ability to buy an item and essentially build a great hall faster than even humans would be able with speed building. And I actually haven't done the math on the actual cost for how long it takes to build this tiny great hall compared to a sped built town hall, but it feels rather high. All right, it feels like this great hall should have been built closer to this watchtower, to be absolutely honest, as the watchtower is now up, ready to go. This great hall nearing completion, and it will be able to mine. Mountain Giants, Keeper of the Grove, Alchemists off over here, ready to put in pressure. Anyone who chooses blue on this map, absolutely difficult to spot on the mini-map, as we see Goblin Sappers now running in. Goblin Sappers trying to figure out where they can get inside here, but the Trents are actually blocking a lot of it. There is the Goblin Sapper landing right there. Pit Lord now added in. Ents are on the back side here as well, as the Berserkers are now going into Bloodlust with that faster attack. Are we perhaps going to see Howl of Terror or Cleave for that frontline location? Mountain Giant getting purged, and as he's purged, well, he slows down to take more damage again and again. Healing Spray coming back over. Tauren Chieftain now making its way over as well, as the Dire Spirit Wolves just able to finish off so much units. Shaman has Bloodlust, the faster attack speed. The damage is very, very fast. Berserkers are going to be attacking quickly as well. And, well, the Keeper of the Grove and the Alchemist now forced to retreat. This is not looking good for LongWalk. What is LongWalk's strategy? What is LongWalk's plan? He has to force an engagement, stop the expansion, or win a decisive battle. That is the problem when you are down a base. You cannot just let your economic advantage take control, since, well, you don't have it. Pit Lord sitting at level 1 here. I believe he went for Cleave. I haven't seen Howl of Terror or any signs that he used mana as of yet. And, well, a bloodlusted, endurance aura'd, cleaving Pit Lord may absolutely be very, very scary. Where are these units trying to go next? All right, Farseer making its way back over. There is the Shaman. Well, perhaps they should be trying to close in on that distance. One Force of Nature quickly taking down Acid Bomb, landing onto a Berserker. Little bit of damage being done over time. Are we going to see perhaps a Purge onto some of those Mountain Giants? Wisp now trying to make its way over, and it is going to get a detonation off in time. Tauren Chieftain is off over there. Are we going to see a stun? He has not put his foot down in quite some time, losing mana mainly over to detonation. There is that stomp once more. Units now trying to back away as the units are, well, in full retreat. All right, another detonation coming back on the other side. 59 over 60 supply. I would assume LongWalk is about the same right now, or perhaps even just sitting at 50. Acid Bomb coming across. Healing Spray. There is, well, multiple illusions. but the Tauren Chieftain doesn't have mana. Without mana, what can really be done here? Wisp are trying to follow up and get detonations down, but they are unable to make it through this sea of units to actually hit the important targets. All right, there goes another illusion. It has been taken out. Pit Lord is going to go ahead and perhaps just try and level up somewhere else. Well, Ena realizing that, you know what, even though I'm winning these battles, I'm not really doing anything distinctive to help me win the war and take a decisive lead. All right, Goblin Shredder going to get added in right here. The Patrol Berserkers could just turn around and fight in a very good concave section right here, as these units would be coming in through a rather narrow choke point. It looks like a missed opportunity to fight in a rather favorable location, as the units are now finally turning back around here to engage. LongWalk says, you know what, I realize that this is actually not a good spot. Shamans don't have enough mana for Purge, as well, Bloodlust is a rather expensive ability, and the units are now chasing back again. All right, Abolish Magicka is going to finish off any of those units. No, they are not. Mountain Giant coming back over through here. Once again, a perfect spot to turn around and fight, and they decide not to do it. All right, LongWalk has set up an additional expansion, or try to re-establish this expansion once more. There is a very big gold difference now, over 1,000, and it is just going to continue to grow as the battle and the game moves on. More shamans getting added into this army as well. Let's take a look. Spirit Wolves could try to go back the other way. No sign of healing. I know I saw a couple of Witch Doctors out here earlier, but I don't remember what level those Witch Doctors were. As Wisp now coming in. There's a quick stomp coming in from the Tauren Chieftain. Tauren Chieftain already out of mana. There's the Bloodlust coming across as well. Tauren Chieftain going to try and chase. As you see, 4 Mountain Giants are all here. Giant Pit Lord because of Bloodlust. And yes, that is the Pit Lord with Cleave trying to deal massive damage across all of those units. Acid Bomb quickly affecting the backline units. As we see it, no, that was a Howl of Terror, as the Force of Nature is all of a sudden reducing significant damage. All right, more Wisp detonations going to remove that powerful Bloodlust buff across that back line, as the Dryads and units are still engaging back and forth. Tauren Chieftain finally using a Potion of Lesser Invulnerability. Level 2 Endurance Aura now making its way back out. Tauren Chieftain also has a Ring of Regeneration, and that's going to help with a little bit of the hit points, as the Tauren Chieftain says, I need to get out of here. Tauren Chieftain could get taken down. No. Scroll of Town Portal was in time to take him home. All right, Ena at this point said, you know what can I really follow up and do here? He is not, he does not have that clear advantage any longer. LongWalk is now sitting on 2 bases just like his opponent. The Tauren Chieftain has not been able to execute his game plan, and this strategy of using Bloodlust is just not going well. LongWalk is being forced to bring a lot of Wisp over for detonation, but the detonations are effectively slowing down or dropping much of the DPS of that army. All right, Endurance Aura, pick that up. Yes, going to go ahead and pick that up right there. Ensker going to go ahead and finish all of this off as well. Ogre Magi going to get taken down. Alchemist is at 3. Keeper of the Grove is at level 4. One of the big advantages in the past was that the Keeper of the Grove in this particular strategy often gets to level 5 and level 6. All right, raining straight down onto the Tree of Life. Tree of Life could get taken out very quickly. Shaman are in the back here. They're going to try and get in all of that damage. Shaman, once again, does not have that much mana, and there is those detonations coming across. The army of LongWalk not coming in together. The Mountain Giants not in that front line position where they need to be, as we now see Demolishers also being brought back over. All right. Burning Oil also being used as well. Let's take a look. No, Detonation actually removes Burning Oil. Healing Spray also being used here, as we're going to see that the Demolisher is trying to perhaps destroy that back line. We do see Druids of the Claw getting focused down as well, and LongWalk is going to end up losing just because of poor positioning. The Mountain Giants are trying to pull back here. Pit Lord is in a good spot, and in comes the detonations once again, as the Druid of the Claw actually was able to slip through in Druid form. That is actually a bit of a mistake by Ena. Should have really focused down that one Druid of the Claw while it was in a very, very easy mode to get taken out. Tauren Chieftain could be in trouble. Healing or Alchemist is right there. Tauren Chieftain about to get taken down. There it goes. But what is ending up happening? Mountain Giant still sitting at a 1-1 upgrade. Staff of Preservation saves the unit. Pit Lord could be in trouble. Potion of Lesser Invulnerability used to try to finish off these remaining Mountain Giants. And it may just be the Mountain Giants versus the Headhunters. And the Mountain Giants do have a distinct advantage as long as the Mountain Giants are just constantly getting stabbed back out. LongWalk is denying a major amount of experience right now, and it may come down to whether or not the Pit Lord and the Farseer can outlast all of this here. Additional healing ward now placed down. Who is it really benefiting? It is benefiting the Orc army right now, as the Pit Lord is also getting a little bit. The Howl of Terror now coming across again. All right, let's take a look. Yeah, Berserker no longer healing that quickly. Mountain Giants now looking to back away. Alchemist does have more healing spray, should be using it right there and trying to regroup all of these units. Druid of the Claw shows up to the party, gets off one quick rejuvenation, and it looked like Ena, who had another healing ward, should have placed it further back. The Witch Doctors do have mastery training, and now finally all of these units are running back, leaving behind the 2 Berserkers, crazy as they are, to try and slow things up. All right, units are all backed up again. 76 over 80 supply. Tauren Chieftain resurrected back over at that tavern. Are we going to see a healing ward placed down to try and heal? Oh, there goes one unit right there. Keeper of the Grove just quickly made its way over. Tauren Chieftain doesn't have that much mana. The healing ward, Burning Oil in the back. Mountain Giants are still right there. The Mountain Giants that were staffed of Preservation, as you remember, they are very difficult to heal once they get back home. And we now see stasis traps drop down. All right, is that stasis trap going to matter? We don't know as of yet. No, it is still there, and it is going to hold in that position. Meanwhile, Mountain Giants, well, are able to retreat again. All right, forcing an engagement here and taking down this expansion is absolutely key. The Berserkers are here. Do we see another healing ward placed down? Might as well place it down now while you can get that benefit as you're stationary. Even placing down a stasis trap would work out very, very well, but we don't see that yet coming in from Ena. There's that healing ward on the far side there, quickly focused down by that Keeper of the Grove. You need to make it further back so that the Keeper of the Grove has to commit in order to actually take it down. There's another healing ward in the back again, as that healing ward is going to be doing a quick detonation, as the Pit Lord now needs to try and run back through. All right, there's a stasis trap, another detonation coming through. I don't know if that was an abolish magic or a detonation, but that was absolutely important. Fighting in this choke point, this is what I was mentioning time and time again, fighting in a favorable spot, and all of the range units in a perfect semicircle in the back, able to deal a lot of damage to that front line. And LongWalk realizes, I cannot be fighting there. That was an absolutely beastly position for Ena, and if LongWalk stayed there too long, he would lose much of his army without being able to deal that much damage either. Pit Lord still coming over into position. Witch Doctors are joining in. Shaman now throwing down Bloodlust as well. No additional mana, no Brilliance Aura, no Kagar's Pipe of Insight for the Orc army, as the Pit Lord gets entangled and gets taken down. Mountain Giants trying to come in. Wisp coming in from the backside. Wisp with their detonation could remove much of the mana, and that is going to be the big problem. Without mana, those Witch Doctors can't do very much of anything. We need to see more Witch Doctors with healing ward, as the Mountain Giant looking to back up again. All right, you can see how many low hit point units are in the back. Demolishers with 3-1 upgrades could rain down that Brimstone with those and perhaps start dealing damage to the buildings. We are looking at watchtowers getting set up over here on the bottom right for a possible third expansion, as the Tauren Chieftain is still tanking far too much damage, and in comes some more Ents. All right, Berserkers are all in position here. Demolishers here. Let's take a look. There's one healing ward. Staff of Preservation trying to save. The healing ward is going to keep many of these units alive and well for quite a bit of time. Potion of Lesser Invulnerability onto the Tauren Chieftain. Ena's battle. It's still trying to retreat back again. The Demolisher is not getting the cue to retreat, and there is a stasis trap now. Stasis trap needs to get taken out before it disappeared, and well, caused a bit of problems. All right, in comes a couple of Force of Natures. They're going to get cleared up very, very fast here. A couple of Wisp. LongWalk leaving Wisp out in the middle of the field. That is not something you want to be doing. Alchemist gets stabbed to Preservation and saved, as we're looking at the Tauren Chieftain needs to get some more mana again. All right, Peons getting transitioned back over. Great Hall is getting added in once more. Army of Mountain Giants. Absolutely, absolutely powerful front line. But where is that follow ward out of combat? So powerful as we're looking at the units now trying to make their way in. All right, Mountain Giants trying to dance around again. You can see the healing ward in the back. It gives you a place to retreat to, and as you're taking damage, have it get healed back up. All right, Bears are right there. Are they going to engage against that ward? Yes, they are. Could have fought a little bit closer to it. Surprised that they didn't, as the Pit Lord still only at level 2, going to be dealing terrible damage again. Mountain Giant healing ward is right here. This is one of those dangerous situations. Go straight after that healing ward, and now in comes a detonation to remove those stasis wards as well. All right, I don't know the number of detonations so far, but it's got to be somewhere in the 30s to 40s. That there's been so much dispel absolutely needed to deal with the wards, the bloodlust, and everything here. Edna going for Orc Caster, and this Orc Caster strategy seems to actually be working, as the mana on each of these Witch Doctors and Shamans, as they're just slowly being replenished, translates into a real actual benefit. All right, let's come back across the other way. Are we going to perhaps get some repairs onto that watchtower? No, we are not. Pit Lord going to be coming in from the side here. Let's take a look. Spirit Wolf going to try and engage. Where are the Demolishers? Demolishers are in the back. Demolishers could actually no a little bit too far to try and engage right there. And as we're going to see, the Shamans get healed back up again. All right. In comes the Wisp once more. I think we've been seeing so many Wisps. There's a quick detonation, or a quick stomp, but not going to be enough. Units are now going to get caught up right here. There's an entangle onto, I don't even know, I believe that's a Witch Doctor here, and a massive pile up in the middle of the map. So much going on. Howl of Terror, Roar, buff, debuff coming across both sides, completely canceling each other out. Pit Lord trying to win out this battle. Staff of Preservation saves. Another healing ward getting focused down once again, as the stasis traps are going down too. If these stasis traps go off, that is pretty much going to be absolutely bad news. It feels like forever and a day, but they do have to get focused down, and I'm seeing Bears actually starting to fall. All right, Tauren Chieftain about to fall down to 91, 64 hit points, 20 hit points. Is he going to be able to escape? Down to 10, and he is escaped and alive and well somehow, as we should be looking at a healing word placed down too. Witch Doctors don't have that much mana. Spirit Wolves are now the level 3 variety. Where is that healing word? Come on, throw that Tauren Chieftain a bone. He's been absorbing so much damage in that front line. All right, Wolves gonna try to get as close to this Druid of the Claw as they can. Spirit Wolves are right there. No, going straight after the Mountain Giant. Mountain Giant gets stabbed of Preservation. Going after another one now. That's gonna be bad news. This Mountain Giant could end up getting taken down. One or two more shots could do it, but the remaining units were there to clean it all up. Tauren Chieftain getting healed. No, not even getting healed. Has a Clarity Potion. Oh, someone heal up that Tauren Chieftain. That Ring of Regeneration is beneficial, but it's not going to be enough. All right, increased War Song Battle Drums. Placing down a healing ward. Tauren Chieftain going to hopefully get back up to 700 hit points before he engages in on his next fight. Ena is now up on 2 bases compared to his opponent's 1 right now, but the expansions are about to mine out. Mountain Giant now making its way, or dancing back and forth. Keeper of the Grove does have Tranquility. No easy way to stop it. Pit Lord gonna go ahead. There's that Howl of Terror. Healing Spray keeping that front line alive. Tauren Chieftain puts his foot down. Chain Lightning bouncing back around as well, as the Mountain Giant could end up falling. There goes one. Tauren Chieftain gets up to level 5. Uses another stomp before he got to level 5 or level 3. Level 3 stomp there. All right, Wisp are trying to detonate that backline. So much bloodlust. Tauren Chieftain is going to just run on in. There is a Tree of Eternity. What is going on? Tauren Chieftain is entangled. There is the stomp to slow everything down. Tauren Chieftain could get taken out, trying to slip away, and he gets away at 62 hit points. Meanwhile, the battle's still raging on, as we now see Tranquility, but it was not in time to save the Alchemist. LongWalk throws the GG. Well played after losing the Alchemist in a battle of attrition. level 6 tranquility on the Keeper of the Grove, not enough to deal with the healing wards and just the caster strategy of Ena. Ena using the Shaman, shutting down the use of the Ents, then transitioning into Bloodlust. I had concerns that he was investing in so many Shaman, but it was getting so traded. It was just constantly trading against the detonations of the Wisp. But eventually, Ena, by throwing up that third base, being able to establish it, this new tactic of Orc players setting up watchtowers before setting up their Great Halls, making a very big impact. Thanks for watching. Thanks for listening. Hope you guys enjoyed it.